Are you going to agree? Our freedoms are waning and we'll lose our liberty, slipping one by one until there's nothing left to see. Are you willing to stand with me? Are you just going to let it be? The ranchers are first, but brother, next it may be me. We all stand together or we'll hang separately. Are you going to the tree? Are you willing to be free? It won't get any easier to regain lost liberty. Strange things are happening in this land that once was free. So brother, I ask you, are you going to stand by me?
Okay, my last video, I left off with the intruders in the house. Okay, anyways, there was some time, and I did call the cops in between the two different shots that I fired. Both of them into the floor as warning shots. Okay, the cops came, and as soon as the cops came, I heard, I think it was Trump who said it here lately, I was prepared, but it's better to let the cops handle it. So we immediately, as soon as the cops showed up, I didn't realize that only a couple of cops were there. But as soon as we knew that the cops were there, we went outside to them, surrendered to them. And the cop was, the first cop, the cop that cuffed me was kind of a prick. But he didn't really do nothing illegal. He does have the right to cuff me and detain me. I just came out of the house with a gun. I just surrendered immediately, but he still has the right to take me away from the situation so they can deal with the two intruders. Okay, by the way, they got away. They got out the back door or something. The cops didn't catch them. But when that happened, it was kind of soul searching for me, okay? I looked at it at first, I attacked myself, okay? I said, well, look, dude, that dude came at you. He came at you 2 or 3 times at least. And when you thought that he was really coming at you, then you gave him a warning shot. Would you really protect someone? Would you have the balls, for lack of a better word, to actually pull the trigger to hurt or kill somebody? And that went over my head, through my head over and over and over again. And the stress of the situation. I was probably the most stressed one in this situation. My wife handled it better than I did. But I'd never pointed a gun at somebody with the intent of possibly hurting or killing them. That was my first time ever. Well, the more I processed it, this is what I thought. Actually, it was good. What I showed myself was that I will go to any length not to hurt someone. That somehow God guided me to know that I didn't have to actually shoot him. That even when I did feel like, honestly, I did feel threatened, very threatened. I didn't know what he had, and come to find out, they actually had a machete and a hunting knife. So they did have knives at least, but they got away. So you never know if they had a gun or not. You can't really say one way or the other. But at least they did have knives. Okay. Well, they got away, and I processed it, and I figured out, that what is God preparing me for, though, is what scares me, is that God's always prepared me throughout my whole life. That's what I'm trying to get to in this whole 2-part series or whatnot, is God has prepared me. I went through these tribulations, I've faced this stuff, but I don't want anybody feeling sorry for me. This has made me stronger. This has made me who I am today. Okay? Now, I guess I'll go into it. We got some time. And here, this is the way I drive around town all the time. That's my truck there. See my flags? I am constantly protesting. I am standing up, tired of hiding. Join or die, and my distressed flag. Because the welfare system has stolen my family. Okay? They took my sister's kids about 14 months ago. I have passed all their tests. I went through more than most foster parents who adopt strangers go through, and even people in the department will say that. And I've passed them with my family has passed them with flying colors. Now, after all this time, they've stripped my sister's parental rights, and now they are trying to keep the kids. They have denied us the kids. The only reason they'll give us was a verbal reason over the phone, saying that they didn't think we could meet their trauma needs. They're seeing a counselor, and it's the system that has caused them trauma. We definitely can help with their trauma needs. We have 14 affidavits from everybody from the church, the pastor of the church, the deacons in the church or whatever, to people who actually work for health and welfare, who like us. There's one caseworker that doesn't, and she told us that she would make sure we didn't get those kids. She's trying to fulfill her promise. The reason that I was camera shy when I went to the refuge, the reason I was camera shy when I'm standing up, is because of that. Because I didn't want to lose those kids. I didn't want the system to take them. What they don't understand they've done is at this point they've taken away my reason to keep my mouth shut. I will no longer stand down. I can't do a lot of videos. I got a lot of stuff going on in my life. I got 9 kids. I got that house that I told you those people destroyed that I have to take care of, which involves ripping off the whole roof. I got my sister's kids to pay attention to. I got, my legal stuff that I'm dealing with. I'm fighting on all fronts. It's what we need to start doing. Stop taking plea bargains when you go to court. They offered me a plea bargain so I could get out of this careless driving. You know what they offered me? They offered me a $90 fine, and it's 2 points on my insurance record. A $90 fine, okay, for, what would they say, illegal lane change. That's what they wanted to charge me with, okay? So, I'm not doing this because I'm trying to circumvent the law. I'm not fighting this ticket because I'm guilty. I'm fighting this ticket because I'm not guilty, and I will not stand any longer for them just taking my rights. You plea bargain everything away, and you don't have anything left. Then they get a record on you. I got a record here. I don't know where it's at, but it's about a ½ inch thick or so. Okay? Oh, is this it? Oh, no, that's the report saying that we're approved to be foster parents. There. Here, just can't show you the actual paperwork, but that's how much paperwork there is there. Saying how this is from the system, from the people that work for welfare, saying how we can take care of them. How we've shown we can take care of them. How we're willing to do whatever it takes to take care of them, to meet their needs. I have 6 kids of my own. They say that with their trauma history, that we will not be able to give them enough attention because they are through so much trauma. And we have too many kids. Oh. Sorry, like I said, I'm not very tech savvy. Anyways, they want to take the kids, and then when we ask them why, how can we not meet their needs? What was the determination? They won't give us those records. They got till tomorrow. But the secretary didn't even want to file the paperwork because she said they never give out that information. Why don't they ever give out the information why family has been declined when I have the parents of the kids want me to have them? The grandparents of the kids want me to have them. Their uncles, everybody who's involved in those kids' life want them to come to us. We can keep our family connections. Why do they do this? I gotta say, God only really knows. But look into the CPS just a little bit and see what they do to keep money coming in. And it boggles my mind that could really be the reason. I mean, could they really look at kids and see what they're doing to these kids and that's okay? And like my attorney said, he said that, well, it's because they don't look at it that way. They see it as this is what's best for these kids. To be locked up in the system. They have attachment issues. And that's because they're not with their family. So you're going to take them away from their family, huh? That's your answer. I'm tired of this. I don't put out a lot of videos because I got a lot of stuff in my life, but don't think that I've stopped the fight. And all this infight, man, we really got to stop it. We're going to be attacked, guys. That's what's going to happen. People are going to attack us. The more you expose the truth, the more they're going to attack you. Keep the higher road and continue spreading truth. The truth will get through sooner or later. And sometimes some of those people who strongly disagreed with you will actually come back to back you because they found out they were wrong. And you didn't make them look like an ass. You don't need to make someone that's wrong look like an ass. Let them do that themselves. Let them hang themselves. We need to stick together as best we can. Now, that doesn't mean you can't offer your opinion or question someone. I question people. I get called an informant. I don't do a lot of videos, but I do comment on a lot of people's videos. If I like your videos, usually I only comment when I disagree. If I don't like your videos, I usually only comment when I agree. Just to show that, hey, I do understand that some people, these people that I don't agree with completely, sometimes they do have stuff right. Certain things, or they get you to look at things a different way. That's what America's about. We need not silence anybody, even if their hypothesis is completely outdated. I know that Burns was real. I was up there, but those people who are saying it's fake, shame on them. But I feel sorry for them. Because they're still blinded. Let them learn. But we need to stop the fighting between each other and get back to the Constitution, guys. Who cares what people think of you? You're going to be attacked on every front. And if you keep defending yourself, you can't. That's what they want. You can't get to the fight of fighting for your rights. Start standing up. Yeah, defend yourself. But defend others too. It's okay to defend yourself. But defend yourself and let it lie. Let the people get mad. The people that I respect the most is actually sometimes the people that I disagree with the most. Because there's one guy, I won't mention any names, but there's one guy that he supports a certain person. I don't. I think the dude's wrong. I think that the dude's corrupt. And that I don't know if he's FBI informant or exactly what's going on, but I don't like the dude. Personally, I think that he's more harm than help. But I said that, and this guy really supports this. The guy channel it was really supports this guy. I criticized him. He jumped on me. A couple other guys, actually, even from the community, jumped on me there. And I've been jumped on here and there because I aired my grievances. Why I respected him so much, he never agreed with me. He still basically agreed to disagree. But why I respect him is because he didn't take down my comments. He let me make my defense, and he made his, and then we were done. We went about our way. I respectfully disagreed with his opinion, or questioned his opinion. He respectfully disagreed with mine. We did get it a little bit heated, but we ended respectfully. It's okay to disagree with someone, and it's okay to disagree with somebody on 90% of the stuff. But let's start concentrating on that 10% we do agree with. I've talked a little bit to the Finicum family. My mom has. We're going to start trying to include more things than just about cows. My fight with CPS, I'm trying to organize a protest. I'm going to put out a video about that protest. Still getting some of the details. I'm starting to run out of this here. But I will be trying to organize a protest for CPS in Idaho. And the Finicum family will weigh in on it also. And by the way, I personally got the permission from the Finicum family to play the song that I open up with all my videos with. They sung it. I play it from their thing. So I asked them if it was okay, and they said it was fine. But stay tuned. It might not be today that I put out the other video, but it will be soon. my time's up. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. Spread it, spread it, spread it. Truth is infectious.